All right, get ready, because today we are going deep into the world of web data.
Web data.
Yeah, web data.
Okay.
And
I know it sounds dry.
I know what you're thinking, like spreadsheets, seriously.
Right.
But trust me, this is way cooler than it sounds.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about the kind of data that helps businesses to make smarter decisions,
Yeah.
predict future trends, and even unlock secrets about, how we all behave online.
It really is like having a backstage pass to the internet. You're seeing all the gears turning,
Yeah.
understanding the forces that kind of shape the online world.
I like that. Okay, I'm intrigued.
Right.
So leading the charge in all this data revolution is a company called Bright Data.
Bright data.
Bright Data. They're basically the ultimate web data detectives.
Yeah. Think of them as a one-stop shop for anyone who needs to gather,
Okay.
analyze, and make sense of all that information swirling around on the web.
And we're not just talking about like tech giants or, like super sophisticated companies. Like,
Right.
You'd be amazed at who's using this stuff. I mean,
Absolutely.
e-commerce companies are using this to track competitor prices
In real time.
in real time.
Yeah.
Whoa, so they're like watching each other.
Yeah, constantly.
Constantly.
That's wild.
Marketing agencies are analyzing social media trends to figure out how to,
Reach us.
reach you.
Yeah, how to get us to buy stuff.
Exactly.
Wow, okay.
Even academic researchers are using it to unlock insights into human behavior.
So it's not just about selling us stuff.
No, not at all.
It's also about understanding us.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's so much information out there just waiting to be unlocked,
Yeah.
and Bright Data provides the keys.
So whether you are someone who is prepping for that big meeting, trying to stay ahead of the curve in your industry,
Yep.
or just insanely curious about the inner workings of the internet,
Yeah.
this deep dive is for you.
We are going to break down exactly how Bright Data works.
We are.
Who's using it and what kind of strategic advantages it can offer.
You'll be surprised.
Okay, I'm officially hooked.
Good.
So let's unpack this a little bit.
Right.
What exactly is Bright Data?
Yeah, so is it like Google for data?
I was going to say, is it like Google, but for data?
It's more like a platform with a whole suite of tools and services designed specifically for web data collection and analysis.
Okay.
They offer 4 key services: proxies, web scraping tools, data collection, and data analysis.
All right, so break it down for me. Let's start with proxies.
Proxies, okay.
What are they?
What are they?
And why are they so important in this whole web data game?
Okay, so imagine you want to gather information from a website,
Okay.
but you don't want them to know it's you asking.
Oh, sneaky.
Right, so maybe you need to access it repeatedly, or
Okay.
you want to see what it looks like from a different location.
Got it.
A proxy acts as your secret agent. It lets you connect to the website through a different server.
Okay.
So it masks your true location and identity,
Got it.
making it look like you're browsing from somewhere else.
So it's like an online disguise for your computer.
Exactly, an online disguise.
I like it.
And Bright Data has this absolutely massive network of these proxies,
Okay.
offering a whole range of options.
So there are different types of proxies.
There are.
This is like a whole secret agent wardrobe.
It is. It is.
Tell me more.
So some proxies are super fast, which is great if you want to collect a lot of data quickly.
Oh, okay. Speed is important.
Others are designed to be really stealthy and blend in,
Okay.
making them harder to detect and block.
So they don't get caught.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah, so the choice really depends on what kind of information you need
Okay.
and how discreet you need to be.
So Bright Data provides you with the right agent, I like that, for the job, depending on the mission.
Precisely. They handle all the technical stuff behind the scenes so you can focus on getting the data you need.
That's great. So this is starting to sound seriously powerful.
Yeah.
But once you've got your secret agent proxy set up,
Right.
how do you actually gather the data?
Yeah.
Is that where the web scraping tools come in?
You got it.
Okay.
So think about if you're trying to manually collect information from hundreds or even thousands of web pages.
No, thank you.
Right. It would take forever.
Yeah.
Web scraping tools automate that entire process.
Okay.
So they extract specific data points from websites based on your instructions.
So instead of me like clicking through pages and
Yeah.
copying and pasting,
Exactly.
I can just tell this tool,
Yep.
go find all the prices for like this specific product on
Yep.
all of these
You
websites,
got it.
and it just does it for me.
Exactly.
Wow.
And Bright Data has this super user-friendly IDE.
IDE?
Yeah, it's a special environment for building and managing these web scraping tasks.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't need to be a coding whiz to use it.
Oh, good.
They have pre-built templates for common tasks, and then you can customize them.
Okay. All right. So I'm already seeing how this could be like a game changer for businesses.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine being able to track competitor prices automatically
Right.
or analyze customer reviews across like the entire web in minutes.
That's incredibly powerful.
But hold on, after all that scraping, what happens to all the data?
Right.
It must be just like a jumbled mess.
Well, that's where the real magic happens.
Okay.
Bright Data doesn't just stop at collecting the data.
Okay.
They also automate the entire process of organizing and analyzing it.
What?
Yeah, so they can sift through these mountains of data, filter it, organize it,
Okay.
and even turn it into visual representations.
Oh, wow.
Like charts and graphs.
So instead of me just seeing like a jumble of numbers,
Right.
I can actually visualize trends.
Exactly.
Okay, that's incredible.
It is. It's what turns raw data into actionable insights.
Yep.
And that's how businesses spot opportunities, identify risks, and make those game-changing decisions.
All right, color me impressed. But let's say I'm sold. I
Yep.
want to give Bright Data a shot. How do I actually get started?
Well, it's surprisingly straightforward.
Okay.
First, you create an account on their website.
Okay.
Then you go through a quick identity verification process.
Wait, identity verification?
Yeah.
Why is that necessary?
It's all about security
Yeah.
and preventing misuse of the platform.
Okay.
So think of it like joining a super secret data club.
I like it.
They want to make sure they know who is using their tools
Got it.
and for what purpose.
Okay. Makes sense. So after the verification, what's next?
Then you use a pricing plan that suits your needs.
Okay.
They offer pay-as-you-go
Okay.
and subscription options.
So you can kind of pick what works for you,
Exactly.
and then I'm ready to roll.
And then you're pretty much good to go.
Wow, that sounds incredibly easy.
It is.
Are there people, like, to help me along the way?
Oh, absolutely.
Because, I mean, I'm a learner. I need some hand-holding.
Yeah, one of the best things about Bright Data is their incredible customer support.
Okay.
They have tons of guides and resources available.
Okay.
Think of it like a library packed with helpful tips and tricks
Oh, nice.
to make using Bright Data a breeze.
That's a relief. It's like having a data Sherpa. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Guiding you through the whole process.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, but I feel like we've only scratched the surface.
Oh, yeah.
So in part 2, we're going to dive into the specific ways businesses and researchers are using Bright Data
We are?
to gain a competitive edge
Yeah.
and unlock some fascinating insights about the world around us.
Get ready for some serious aha moments.
All right, I cannot wait.
Okay, so let's jump into the real world a bit
Yeah,
and
let's see it in action.
see how Bright Data is actually making waves across different industries.
Okay.
So imagine yourself in a high-stakes business meeting, right?
Huh?
You need that edge, that piece of information.
Yeah. It makes everyone go, whoa, how did they know that?
Okay, I'm picturing it. The room goes silent.
Right.
Everyone turns to me,
Yeah,
waiting for me to, like, drop some serious knowledge bombs.
exactly.
Oh,
And Bright Data can be your secret weapon.
I like it.
So let's start with the fast-paced world of e-commerce.
E-commerce.
Companies are constantly battling for customers,
Yeah.
trying to offer the best deals and stay one step ahead of the competition.
It's like a digital Wild West out there.
It is. It's a jungle out there.
Yeah.
And Bright Data gives those e-commerce cowboys
Okay.
the tools they need to not only survive, but thrive.
Oh, I like it.
So they're using it to track competitor prices in real time.
Real time. Wow.
Yeah, so they can see when a rival lowers their prices
Okay.
and then instantly adjust their own strategy to stay competitive.
So no more like manually checking websites every hour.
Right.
Wow.
It's all automated.
So it's like having a 247 digital price checking sidekick,
Exactly.
making sure they're always offering the most competitive deals.
I like it. I like it. It takes all the work out of it.
It does. And it goes beyond just pricing.
Okay.
They can also use Bright Data to track product availability,
Uh-huh.
analyze customer reviews across the web,
Okay.
even monitor social media buzz around specific products or brands.
So they're not just reacting to what's happening.
Right.
They're like proactively gathering intelligence to anticipate trends
Exactly.
and make smart decisions about inventory, marketing, their overall strategy.
That's the beauty of it. They're turning raw data into actionable insights
Yeah.
that drive their business forward.
This is powerful stuff.
It is powerful, but e-commerce is just one piece of the puzzle.
Okay, there's more.
So let's switch gears and talk about marketing agencies.
Marketing agents, okay.
Those masters of persuasion and engagement.
I'm all ears.
All right, so marketing is all about understanding what makes people tick.
Yeah, what grabs their attention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Bright Data provides them with this incredible toolkit for understanding online behavior.
Okay.
So they're using it to analyze social media trends, track brand mentions, and gather insights into what consumers are talking about, sharing, engaging with online.
So instead of just blasting out like these generic messages and hoping something sticks, they can actually tailor their campaigns to resonate with specific audiences.
Precisely. So they can figure out which platforms their target market is using.
Okay.
What kind of language they respond to.
Okay.
Even the best time of day to reach them.
So it's very precise.
It is. It's about getting the right message to the right people the right time.
It's like they're crafting a perfectly tailored suit.
That's a great analogy.
For every potential customer.
Yeah, and it's not just about creating compelling campaigns.
Okay.
Marketing agencies are also using Bright Data to track the performance of their ads.
Okay, so they see what's working.
Exactly. They see which placements are most effective.
Okay.
And optimize their spending for maximum impact.
It's all about that data-driven decision-making.
It is.
Taking the guesswork out of marketing and getting the most bang for their buck.
You got it.
Okay.
Now let's move from the world of business to the world of academia.
Academia?
Believe it or not, researchers are increasingly relying on Bright Data to power their work.
Really? I wouldn't have pictured professors and researchers as, like,
I know.
data scraping ninjas.
It's a surprising use case.
What are they using it for?
So they're using it to gather data from all sorts of online sources, news websites, forums, social media platforms, you name it.
Okay.
And they're using this data to study social trends, track the spread of information, analyze public sentiment on specific topics, even delve into the nuances of language and communication.
So they're using Bright Data to understand, like, how we behave, how we communicate and interact online.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
It is. And it's not just limited to fields like sociology or political science.
Okay.
Bright Data is being used in economics, finance, even healthcare.
Wow.
To study everything from market trends to the impact of social media on mental health.
The applications seem endless.
They do. It's amazing to think how much information is out there, just waiting to be analyzed and understood.
It really is. It's like we're just scratching the surface.
We are.
But with all this data floating around, it does make you think about the bigger picture, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It's like we're on the cusp of a data revolution.
Yeah.
But it comes with, like, these immense possibilities, but also some, like, pretty significant challenges. I mean, it's just mind-blowing to think about the scale of it all.
It is.
We're generating more data than ever before, and tools like Bright Data are giving us the ability to, like, tap into all of that data and extract, you know, these meaningful insights. But where does it all lead? You know, what does this data revolution actually mean for the future?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And it has experts across all sorts of fields buzzing with excitement.
Yeah.
And a little bit of trepidation.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's exciting to think about the potential for breakthroughs.
Right.
But it's also a little daunting to think about the potential, you know, downsides.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest impacts we're likely to see is an explosion of data-driven decision-making.
Data-driven decision-making.
Businesses are already using data to inform their strategies.
Yeah.
But this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
As data becomes even more accessible and the tools for analyzing it become more sophisticated, we're going to see data influencing almost every aspect of our lives.
So we're talking everything from, like, the products we buy, the news we read, to the way cities are designed, even.
It's possible, yeah.
Wow, okay.
And it's not just about businesses. Governments will use data to shape public policy.
Okay.
Researchers will use it to make scientific breakthroughs.
Yeah.
Doctors will use data to personalize healthcare.
Okay.
We're really on the verge of a world where data is the driving force behind progress.
Okay, that sounds both incredibly cool and a little bit Big Brother-ish.
A little bit, yeah.
Is there a point where it becomes too much?
That's a valid concern. It's a very valid concern.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important to be aware of the potential downsides of this data revolution.
Okay.
We already talked about the importance of using these tools responsibly.
Yeah.
But there's also the issue of data bias to consider.
Data bias. What do you mean by that?
So data is only as good as the sources it comes from.
Okay.
If those sources are biased, the data itself will be biased.
Right.
Which can lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes.
Okay.
This is especially important when we're talking about things like algorithms and machine learning, which are increasingly being used to make decisions that impact our lives.
So, for example, if an algorithm is trained on data that reflects existing gender or racial biases,
right,
it could perpetuate those biases in its decision-making.
Exactly, and that's a problem we need to be very aware of.
Yeah.
We can't just blindly trust the data.
Right.
We need to be critical thinkers.
Yeah.
Questioning where the data comes from, who collected it,
Okay.
and what biases might be baked in.
It's like with any powerful tool, it can be used for good or for evil.
Absolutely.
It all comes down to the intentions of the user and their understanding of the potential consequences.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
So while the future of data is full of these amazing possibilities, it also requires a healthy dose of caution and critical thinking.
Absolutely.
It sounds like the key takeaway here is that data is incredibly powerful, but it's not a magic bullet.
It's not.
It's a tool.
Yeah.
It needs to be used responsibly and ethically.
Well,
this has been an incredible journey into the world of web data.
It has been.
And I have to say, I've learned a ton.
Me too.
For our listeners who are ready to dive deeper, and explore the power of Bright Data for themselves, where should they go?
The Bright Data website is a great place to start.
Okay.
They have a ton of resources, case studies, information about their different tools and services. It's like a data playground.
That's amazing. So we'll be sure to include a link in the show notes.
Perfect.
And remember, the world of data is constantly evolving.
Always.
So stay curious and keep exploring.
Absolutely.
Ready to power your adventures sustainably? Jackery Solar Generators combine robust solar panels with high-capacity power stations, giving you eco-friendly energy on the go. Whether you're camping in the wild or preparing for emergencies, Jackery's lightweight, portable solutions keep you powered up, anytime, anywhere. From smartphones to mini fridges, Jackery's powerful battery capacity has you covered. Go green, go Jackery.